FM23 Grassroots to Glory with Braintree Town FC. You will see a banging goal. Matty Rush continue his fine form of the season, banging in the goals. A decent celebration and a living legend. Don't forget to head over to 2game.com for instant delivery on big games. All you have to do is use the code ROOT1 to get a 5% discount. Now the season is beyond its halfway point. Christmas is over. We're getting into the business end of the season. The question is, did anyone come in January? And I basically like to do my transfers in the summer, in January, that's it. And I know with non-league football, you can go all year round up until about the last month. So the question is, who have I bought in? That is a big question. And if we go over the transfer history, we're going to shoot down. We've bought some defenders, basically. Aaron Akuma has come in on a free transfer. Josh Okocha as well. Both of these are English, both centre-backs. But I've also bought in former Arsenal player Daniel Boateng as well. He's come in. Now, surprisingly, you're going to see a fee there on the bottom one at £5,500. I have bought former Arsenal and Ipswich Town legend son. Chris Kiwomya had a son called Alex Kiwomya. He has arrived. He's a former Chelsea youngster, I believe. He's already played 2 games, but he's been around. Let's be honest. Rotherham in League 2, then went to Chelsea. Several seasons at Chelsea, never got a sniff. Barnsley on loan, he played 5 games. Chelsea again. Out to Fleetwood, played 4. Back to Chelsea. Back on loan then at Crewe, where he done his best ever season. 34 games, 7 goals. Doncaster then on a free, 12 games, 1 goal. Doncaster again, 3 games. Chesterfield on loan, 14 with 4 goals. Donny again made a single appearance before going to Corky on loan, made 5. Out to Faith on a free, comes back. Chesterfield 5 and 1. Kings Lynn, he turned up, 24 games and 2 goals before going to Gibraltar, which was nothing. Then Macclesfield 5 and 1, and ended up at Stratford doing 29 games, scoring 7 goals. 2 player of the matches, but I bought him in. He was a torment against me, so I bought him in for £5,000. He's already played 2 games and got an assist, which is more than he got at Stratford. So there you go. A legend of the games, a legend's son. Chris Kiwomya, we know what he was like at Ipswich. He was quality. So then made the move to Arsenal and then died off after that. But his son is here, joining up with the rest of the players. Let's have a look at Daniel Boateng for a minute before we get into the action. Boateng's a no-nonsense full-back by trade, but can also play centre-back. He's 6 foot. Looking at his career, like I said, he started off at an Arsenal youth level, went to Swindon, come back, Oxford on loan, Hibernian, then went over to Bosnia, come back on Sweden, Scotland, Poland, Romania, then arriving at Welling. A couple of games at Welling, basically, but he's then joined Braintree. So hopefully he will give me a bit of support in the backroom, because I needed to bring defensive cover, and he's one of the oldest players at 30 years old. On the contrary, we look at Josh Okocha here, where he's 21 years old, 6'2". He's a centre back, and his career history, former West Ham player. So he's come in, he's gone out to Hendon in the Premier South, made 9 appearances for them, and then has joined Braintree. He's also played 7 games for us so far. As well as Ekarum, 6 foot, 22 years old, definitely building for the future with these two. Started off at Norwich, went over to Sweden and Iceland, ended up in Billericay, left Billericay, and now has joined the Irons. So he's played 7 games in total for us. So getting him in with after the January transfer window. Going out, Joe Bushley has gone to Heybridge for a free transfer. Didn't want to carry on. We lost Ben Folkes as well. And Willie Simmons has gone out to Hastings. So no big names leaving. Also, summer signing Zach Bryce didn't really make the grade. Had to ship him off. He was shocking. I thought he was going to be all right, but Lowestoft wanted him, and he's gone out there. So it's not too bad. Also, leaving in the summer is Farrell as well. He's leaving me, which is a shame because I quite liked him at left back, 25 years old, but he didn't want to sign a new contract. And that is a problem with some of our players at the minute. And notably, Leon Davis, one of our better players during the season. He will not sign a contract, which is very, very shocking. 6'2", 23 years old. Scored 1 goal this season with a sublime free kick, but he is not signing a new contract. Speaking about contracts, I haven't got one yet. My contract runs out in the summer, so hopefully with a little bit of a negotiation we might get in there. But without further ado, let's get in to some of the action. Right, here we go. Home game against Bath. On the attack is Bath, and they've got some good players. The question is can they cause a problem for Braintree? We started off slow, but then Clements there nearly breaking the deadlock with that header from a free kick. See what I mean about Farrell? His ball in was superb. But Davis, ball over the top. Blair has scored. We get the opening goal here at Crescent Road. That's 1-0 to Braintree. Farrell with the throw. Rush into Reynolds. Reynolds has had a sublime season. He's scoring goals. He makes it 2-0. We're still on the defence now. 2-0 up. What more can Braintree do? Fletcher is trying to get in there. Sets it to Coates, who hits the post. Wright gets it clear. Ball comes back in to the Braintree defence, but Ling picks him off and picks it up and plays the ball over top. Blair, and that is a dangerous foul. That is dangerous. He's got to be red for that, but he hasn't. But Blair, from the penalty spot, it's his second of the game. Braintree's third. What a continuation of his form as well. From the corner, Farrell gets to no one, but Ling picks it up. Ball back in. It's ping-balled out. Farrell to Wright. Back to White. Farrell again, looking for a top bins effort there, but couldn't do it. But then Wright gets on the header there to make it 4-0. Straight from the free kick. Davis bends it around, just nearly scoring there. It should have been 5, but Payne from the corner straight into the keeper's arms. So a good 4-0 victory here for the Irons. I'll be happy to take that. And that's it. Now an away game here against Oxford City. Farrell into Payne, and Payne tests it early. The ball comes up and Oxford are on the attack now. In it goes, and there it is. It's 1-0. Shocking defending there. We're leaking like it's Christmas again. But it's 1-0 to Oxford City. And they're on the attack again. We were pegged back for this one. We were on such a good run before Christmas, and now you're seeing where the leakiness is coming in. And look, they're trying to get in again. They're trying to play it around down that left side, but it gets cleared. Carvalho loses out to Carroll. Carroll tries to get the ball in, and it's just come back out on the head. But Carvalho out to Blair. Blair one-on-one, and he puts it over the bar. It's not a great start for Braintree. And Braintree leaking again. A defence just went to sleep and he just walked straight through the middle from the corner. It's not how I want to be playing. Dance out to Ashby, forces the same out of Huddart. Looking to distribute ball early. Anderson, who has been solid this season, is having a mare in defence this time. I don't know if it's because I keep changing the partners and swapping things around. You got to remember, semi-professionals, they pick up injuries left, right and centre. And look at that. That was a poor header out. That was shocking defending. There. Into the second half. And again, we're on the defence. Carroll picks it up. Looking from distance, but Huddart gets down to his left-hand side to gather that. What's he going to do? He's going to spread it wide to Anderson. Anderson to Davis. Davis. Down the line for Reynolds, who just wastely crosses the ball into no one. That was absolute shocking play. But here it comes. Reynolds. Carvalho. And again, gives away. And it's straight down the middle again. And that could have easily been 2-0 there. Now from the corner. Owens. With the corner. Owens is someone who I've been looking at. So to try and get in. But who knows what next season will bring. I don't even know where I'm going to be next season at the minute. And after this performance, I could have easily walked from this 1-0 down. And then we were just gaping holes. Everything was coming at Braintree. Look at this. Again, they're first to the ball. Straight from the free kick. Right into Carvalho. Looking for Rush, but no one there. But Rush is charging down everything, but the ball's come straight back. Boateng into Carvalho. Right to no man's land, basically. Not the right ball, but Turner picks it up. Boateng long. And their Turner wins it. Rush little dink, and he's got himself a goal. He continues his goal scoring run. That's 19 for him this season. And again, poor goal kick. Right to Reynolds. Reynolds back into right. Right driving to the defence. And has a shot. And it's nearly come back to Rush's feet again. But again, Kiwomya looking to play rushing. That would have been an ideal ball if Rush was on his toes. Out to Reynolds. Reynolds, Rush. And Rush has got a second of the goal. And that is 20 goals for him this season. The man is on fire. And then straight from that, Oxford City is coming straight back at the team. We're 2-1 up. All we've got to do is hold on to this. Turner looking for someone, but it's gone straight through to the goalkeeper, who kicks it long. And they are applying everything. Parker, ball across, and there is a goal. There is a goal there. It is now 2-2. Are we going to see a winner? Anderson, Payne, Carvalho, over the top. Rush is in. Rush is taken wide. Agonising, saved off the line. Is that a penalty? No. Ref says clean tackle for that one. And it's finished 2-2. And there you go. 2 games in there. And this is the form since Christmas. So you saw last game of the year was against Chelmsford City. And we had a back-to-back game. 3-3 in the return leg. Reynolds, Rush and Boschi getting on there. Habit and Waterloo. Then next, we lost 4-2. That was absolutely shocking. And Cheshire there, a 4-1 victory. Goals from Blair, Denilson, Rush, Matthews. Woking in the FA Trophy 4th round saw us. We capitulated basically. A 3-0 defeat, which only now leaves us the league. Bath, you've just seen it, 4-0 on that one. Tunbridge, we then lose 4-0, which was shocking. But then come back against Chippenham with a 4-0 victory. Blair getting a hat-trick. Look at that. 55, 54 and 58 minutes. So to get a hat-trick. Alfie Matthews getting the extra one. A 2-2 draw against Concord next. Rush and Blair. Dartford, Farrell and Reynolds getting a 2-1 victory before losing to Welling 1-0. Then, I say, my dip in form. 2 more draws, Farnborough and Weymouth, before Hamilton and Richmond a 3-2 victory. Turner, Blair, Rush. You just seen it. Matty Rush getting a brace against Oxford City. A 2-0 victory against Hungerford, Rush and Blair. And then finishing up Taunton with a 1-1 draw. Alfie Matthews getting on the score sheet. Which then leaves us with April for the next video and the season review. But if we're going in, look at that, out the FA Cup, Carlisle in the first round. Be competitive in the FA Trophy, we went out to Woking. But we have secured a playoff position in the National League South. We are guaranteed top 7 at least. And we are currently in 3rd place after 40 games. 23 wins, 9 draws, 8 defeats, goal difference of 27 puts us on 78 points. Chelmsford 81. We've still got to get better results than them, and Havant and Waterloo are there on 84. So we're still in touching distance. So we're going to end it there. Guys, thanks for watching. Stu, if you're watching, does this count for the beer? That is the question. I'll see you at the next game. And also, let's hope a contract is on the table. Just quickly, let's see what jobs actually are about. So we could go for some jobs at the moment. We've got Fulham, Stoke, AFC Wimbledon, Stevenage or Barnet. Who knows? One of those jobs might come at the end of the season.